Hello, this is the library instruction session for COMM-362. This is Professor Angelus's research in public relations writing. I'm John Hickok. I am the communications librarian, and I'm going to walk you through this handout, which is up on Canvas, help you do your assignment for 362. So here's your assignment. As a PR professional, you have to do background research when you're preparing PR for a client. So this semester for this class, your client is PRSSA, and they're seeking to increase their membership. So that's what you are going to be in your plan helping them do. Now, your plan consists of two parts. Two parts. Part one is research. Okay, so that's why I've prepared this handout for you to help you with that. You got to do a situation analysis. That means you got to learn all about your client and draw upon at least five sources that you can turn into Professor Angelus, where you got background information. Also, B, a problem or opportunity statement. You got to state what the problem and what the opportunities are to help PRSSA. You also are going to be doing planning as part of your PR plan. And that's four parts: your PR goal, your SMART objectives, your primary public, like who you are outreaching to, and your primary key message. Okay, so again, in this handout, I'm gonna walk you through all the resources that will help you do both your research and also your planning. All right, so let's start with number one, research. Researching about your client, PRSSA. I'm going to give you some sources, both internet sources and also library sources that will help you with number one. Let's start with internet. I'm going to get this out of the way so that I can jump more into library instead. Internet. So when wanting to learn about any client that you're working on, not just PRSSA, but any client in the future that you're doing PR for, a good starting place is the client's own website. So, for example, PRSSA has a website, and it looks like this. I've done a screenshot of it right there, and you can see their site, and they have a bunch of submenus about scholarships, awards. They have a history section. You can consult that. But as I wrote there, you cannot draw only from their website. Your client already knows their own info on their website. They're hiring you to provide additional information. So this is only a starting place. Another place that you can go to is Google, of course. Google, of course, is a terrific tool for finding information about your client and whatever they want to publicize. So you can search and find websites, but it's not just only PRSSA. You can Google and find other related websites, like other chapters of PRSSA, like at Cal State Long Beach or UCLA or USC or UCI, or even out of state, University of Arizona, Harvard, Chicago, wherever, to get ideas what PRSSA chapters are doing there for promotion and membership recruitment. So that's why Google can help you with that. By the way, consider using Google Advanced Search. It's still Google. It's still the same as just the little single Google search box, but Google Advanced gives you multiple boxes and other filters that you can use besides just only the single search box. So yeah, that's another option for you. Number three, you can also search social media videos and directories to find information about PRSSA or other related public relations organizations and societies. Social media, yeah, you can search Twitter or X and Facebook using their own search boxes. Same with YouTube. They have their own search box on their website. But remember, you can also use Google Advanced. So in the Google Advanced, one of the filters is you can set the domain, or like just youtube.com or x.com. You can set that, and then when you do your Google search, it will only search that domain only. So that's another trick of Google Advanced, is you can use it to limit your searching just to one website or one domain. There's also directories on the internet. Here's one you probably never heard of, Curly. Curly, this is what Curly looks like. It is a like a directory of websites by subjects or categories. So you can pick categories like business, and then it'll give you subcategories, public relations, then it will give you subcategories. And then you can go to associations, and then you can get subcategories, and then like California. So then boop, 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 you go all the way down to subcategories, and then it gives you a list of different PR associations in California or such. Okay, so Curly is kind of interesting. It's not a replacement for Google, but it's just another source in addition to Google to help you find stuff on the internet. Okay, so there you go. That was a quick overview of internet resources right there. Let's move on to library resources. Your starting place is the library's homepage. And this is what the library's homepage looks like right here. There's basically two items that you'll go to on the library's homepage over and over and over again. The first one is this little icon called databases. You're going to click there a lot, like 90% of the time. It's where the library stores all the articles, newspaper articles, magazine articles, scholarly journal articles. It's store, store, store. The other one you'll go to is OneSearch. That's probably the other 10% of the time or so. OneSearch is primarily where we store, or that's where we have our books and ebooks. That's where you can look up books and ebooks. That's the library's catalog. Now you can do some other things with OneSearch, and I'll show you those later. But for now, that's basically what it is. By the way, this little button is helpful too, the Get Help button. If you click there, it opens up a chat window, and you can chat with librarians. Yeah, you can get live help from librarians. During the daytime, Monday through Saturday, it's us. It's the Cal State Fullerton full-time librarians that are manning this or staffing this chat box. But what about at night? Yeah, at night we hire a night librarian service to keep monitoring this chat window. So even like midnight or 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning, we still have a live professional librarian still monitoring and can give you live assistance if you're doing late night research. Okay, so let's move on. What kind of databases do we have here? Well, let's go to the first category. The first kind of databases that will be helpful for you is newspaper databases. So newspaper databases pull up newspaper articles. And we have two newspaper databases. You can see them here. US Newsstream, that's our first one, and that's all US newspapers. It's all like New York Times, Chicago Tribune, Washington Post, all kinds of national newspapers. So the thing is, though, it's the U.S. Newsstream is not very strong with California newspapers. It's kind of weak in California. It does have the LA Times, that's good, but it's kind of weak in all other. It's not really, it doesn't really have much of Orange County Register, San Francisco Chronicle, or smaller newspapers. So, like Orange County Register, Torrance Daily Breeze, Riverside Press Enterprise. So that's why the library bought a second newspaper database. This newspaper database is called California Custom News, and it has all of the California, even the smaller ones in that database. Here's what both of them look like. This is the national one, US Newsstream, all national newspapers. This one's the California newspaper, a database. Now, how do these databases work? Just like Google. See, it gives you keyword boxes. It gives you search boxes. You can see, and in the boxes, you type keywords like PRSSA and membership, or PRSSA and recruitment. Okay. Or in the California one, you could do Fullerton PRSSA or Long Beach PRSSA, whatever keywords that you wanted to type in. And then it will pull up newspaper stories that match whatever keywords you told it to look for. Okay, so that's how you can pull up. These two databases are way better than free ones on the internet. You know, like latimes.com is free. Yeah, but it's only just today's stories, and you can't go back and search archival newspaper stories for years and years back unless you pay money. So yeah, don't do that. Use our free Cal State Fullerton library databases. In this search box, I give you some tips. These are just some extra tips on helping do search smart searching. You can use these tips if you want. Otherwise, you can just use keywords and pull up newspaper stories. By the way, speaking of newspapers, I put 3 stars next to this and I circled it because it's really important. The Daily Titan. The Daily Titan is our own campus newspaper, and here's their website. They have their own website. Um, and you can type in PRSSA and find past stories that the Daily Titan has run about PRSSA. This is really good because this will go back and give you some really good ideas of what PRSSA has done in the past, and then you could put that into your press kit. I mean your PR plan up here, your PR plan, with good ideas. Like, let's say in the past, you found in like 2010, they did a campus event with and bringing in a food truck and celebrity. Okay, that's a great idea. So that you could suggest that in your PR plan for them to do something like that again and to boost membership. So yeah, don't forget to use and go search the Daily Titan as well as other newspaper databases. Number 2, we also have business publication databases. So business publications is publications like Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Fortune, Inc., Orange County Business Journal, etc. Okay, now it's not likely that the Fullerton chapter of PRSSA got a big story in the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, probably not, because that's a big, huge national publication. But what about the parent organization, the parent of PRSSA, which is PRSA? Okay, yeah, definitely. You'll find stories in the Wall Street Journal or Forbes or Fortune on PRSA. Um, and then you can look and see some of the outreach events that they've done. That's a great way to learn and get ideas, even though it's the parent organization, not the student organization. Okay, how about number 3? Magazines or academic journal databases. Yep, we have those. Your client, PRSSA, may have been written about in a regular magazine like Time, Newsweek, People, Sports Illustrated. Well, maybe not, because that's a local Fullerton student organization. So Time and Newsweek and Sports Illustrated is probably not going to be covering that. But you can find bigger topics like organizations and recruitment. So Newsweek magazine may run a whole story about how the Red Cross, as a nonprofit organization, has done recruitment and get story ideas like, oh, they did partnered with local businesses to do their blood mobile drive and got brought in food trucks to help get people to come to the blood donation. Perfect. See, that's not PRSSA, but that you can get ideas. So that would be one reason to maybe go search the magazine database. Same for the academic journal databases. We have a communication source is the name of our communication scholarly database. Instead of magazines or newspapers, it brings up scholarly journals. So yeah, you could go in and search this database as well. Same way, gives you keywords boxes. You type in keywords and type in things. Once again, this is a national database, so the Fullerton chapter of PRSSA may not be written in scholarly journals, but you can get analogous ideas by typing in PRSA or publicity or public relations associations and membership recruitment as keywords, and then read stories in or articles in communication journals about how other kinds of organizations or even businesses, public relations, advising businesses have done recruitment and promotion endeavors. Okay, so that's a way that you can do that. 2 notes that I wanted to point out right here. When you're in these databases, if you don't see the full text right away, just click the little blue Find It button. that will bring up a pop-up window and it will refer you where you can go to get the full text. And another thing is note number two, if you want broader, if you're not finding enough in here and you want to go broader, there's two ways that you can go broader. In our one search, I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then also you can try Google Scholar too and type in your keywords there. That's a national. It's not one of our library databases, but that's national database of scholarly stuff from the whole world. Okay, there you go. So that I've just covered finding information about your client or related organizations. Now let's move on and talk about step two, your planning. Okay, so A is your goal. How are you going to plan? What's your approach? How are you going to do it? Well, books can help you with that. We have in our library tons and tons of great tips books on publicizing and press releases and PR strategies and so on and so on. So the library has many PR strategy books and ebooks with how-to ideas to formulate your plan for this campaign. So go to the library's homepage. Here's the library's homepage. Click on the advanced search button. See, it's right there. This little baby box for one search, that's fine for like a COMM 101, but this is a 300 level. So click the advanced and this will bring up the advanced page right here. On the advanced page, it's pretty simple. Just set the little circle up at the top to books and media for Cal State Fullerton right here. And then go ahead, type your keywords. Just type your keywords, like for example, press releases. We get many, many different books. Okay, so how to generate effective press releases. This is an ebook that we have right in our library. So this ebook will come up, boop, and then you don't have to even come to the library. Ebooks you can start reading on the screen immediately. Even if you're at home at night in your pajamas, you can read thousands of ebooks that we have in our OneSearch library catalog. If it's a paper book, yeah, it'll give you the floor location and the shelf number where you can come and borrow the book. Just pull the book off this shelf yourself. Our library is self-service, so you pull it off and then you take it down to the checkout desk to check it out to take it home. The checkout desk is the same desk where you got your Titan card. Number two, we have books and ebooks on facts and statistics. If you wanted to get some facts and statistics on, the number of college-age students in America or something like that, these will give you good facts and statistics that you could beef up your report. There's not going to be facts or statistics specifically about the Fullerton chapter of PRSSA. So these will not help you with that specific. Step C, you got to understand your public or your target audience. Who is your target audience? Is it the general public? No. Is it senior citizens down in Laguna Niguel at the retirement leisure world village? No. Your target audience is Cal State Fullerton students, Gen Z, young people. So we have some really good ebooks and some websites, and even Wikipedia has a whole bunch of information about Gen Z and the newest generation of college students. You could read these and get an idea of what strategies. So like if it was old people, you might want to use traditional paper newspapers, but young people don't read paper newspapers anymore. Okay, so you want to look at and investigate different kinds of marketing and outreach to them, like Instagram, TikTok, maybe Facebook, some of the other social medias, Snapchat, etc., in reaching your target audience. What are the stats of our audience here at Cal State Fullerton? Yeah, you can get those stats. At this website at Cal State Fullerton, it gives you a breakdown of all the demographics, age, gender, ethnicity of all Cal State Fullerton students. And then finally, if you want ideas on how to do marketing or outreach and advertising, like do you do newspapers? Do you do social media? Do you do radio? What's the way to get out your message? This library guide right here at this link, which looks like this page right here, I give you different ideas of ways and different places that you can do advertising and marketing. Okay, so there you go. That's a quick overview of this handout and ideas to how to do your assignment. All right, good luck, everybody.